King of Sports, New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Welcome, everybody, to New Japan Strong. Alex Kozlov and Kevin Kelly calling all the action, and a great deal of action we will have for you. We're on the Fighting Spirit Unleashed Tour, but some callback, if you will, to the New Japan Cup USA tournament, where KENTA escaped Jeff Cobb in the semifinals, eventually won the tournament, and earned the certificate to get a future IWGP US Heavyweight Championship shot. This week here on the show, KENTA will have to defend that right against Jeff Cobb. What a main event.
Man, I mean, honestly, Jeff Cobb had KENTA beat. We saw that. Of course, the referee didn't see it. So this is going to be quite a test. Forget about Jon Moxley. You got to get through Jeff Cobb. Is it Jeff Cobb's time?
We'll also see the former six-time IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, the Gorillas of Destiny, in tag team action against PJ Black and David Finlay, plus Rocky Romero one-on-one against Danny Limelight. Rocky says he sees a lot in Danny Limelight. Let's see what the story of their match will be. Let's head to the ring for tag team action. Here we go. Oh! For a man that size.
Oh, my God.
Switchblade Jay White, there's no stopping him. Say good night. You're not safe. Oh. This guy terrifies me. Oh my God. Hold on a second. That's Hikuleo.
Hey, Jon Moxley, I'm coming for you.
KENTA has done it. Hold on a second. What the hell is this? Jeff Cobb. KENTA wins the tournament, but Jeff Cobb will look to be the very first challenger.
オープニングマッチ15分一本勝負を行います。
I like the way the sound of this is starting off. This is going to be a fun episode of New Japan Strong. Tag team action with KENTA versus Jeff Cobb in our main event. Let's go to our ring announcer to get the party started.
173センチ66キロヤングフェイクエイドリアン・クエスト
I like Adrian Quest, Alex.
Did you know that he started when he was 11?
11 years old?
He started when he was 11 years old, his first match at 13.
My goodness. Well, Logan Regal, I'm sure, was wrestling with his twin brother when they were babies. So a life of experience for both men here, who will get their first opportunity teaming together on New Japan Strong.
What a treat this is going to be. High-flying action. This is why we tune in. This is why we do this.
And I'm telling you what, folks, I want you to circle this team that's about to come out, because TJP and ACH, I think, can become something here as a tag team. They seem to have similar makeup, and I think they could go all the way.
Of course, the veteran that is TJP, he's been a veteran all his career.
175センチ86キロスーパー ACH 178センチ79キロザ・ビル・アンフラッシュ TJP
Well, all business ACH teaming with TJP in our opener on this episode of New Japan Strong. I want to thank you all for joining us each and every week. njpwworld.com. I want to thank all the new subscribers who are dialing us up and tuning in each and every week. The action in Japan, the action in the United States. We've got the entire world covered. Next will be Russia.
Let's go. Get your jackets. I got one.
A big, you still have your Forever Hooligans gear?
Ready?
I sure do. You never know. You never know.
How about that? A quick start. Trying to catch Regal by surprise. ACH up and over. And now sending Regal off the ropes. Regal with the roll through.
Going for the leg, trying to take him down. Is able to work in the leg.
Keeping him right there. Regal trying to find a direction. The leg strength of ACH was problematic there for Regal.
Well, ACH is strong, explosive. You have to be very careful with him.
And
Smart gameplay, trying to go for the leg again.
there's a roll-up. Tries to sweep the leg on a pair of occasions, and Regal answers with a drop kick into the chest. So ACH down early. Regal's twin brother, of course, is currently in the UK. He will be coming back very soon. And I look forward to seeing the Regal twins once again competing in a New Japan ring. How about that drop kick? And ACH.
Beautiful agility by ACH. Grabs the head, takes him to his corner. Tags the film flash. Flashy in gear, flashy in style. Every movement, every maneuver, every strike is picture perfect. What we're about to see is shades of Eddie Guerrero over here, of course, one of his influences. Beautiful.
Amazing the wrestling life that TJP has had, the travels that have taken him all over the world. And the opportunity to compete so many different promotions, all the different styles, the flavors of wrestling that you pick up.
My God, I would go as far as to say that he is one of the most technical, best wrestlers in the world.
Adrian Quest now will see if he can figure out a strategy against TJP, who can confuse even the most experienced of opponents with his diverse offensive style. But Quest certainly fights with a lot of heart, a lot of intensity, and an impressive aerial ability that he will look to unleash right here. How about that?
Beautiful springboard 360 crossbody.
But just like that now, finds himself in submission trouble.
TJP has so many weapons, so many submissions, so many strikes, can fly. He can do it all. Of course.
Wait a minute. Quest rolls his shoulders over into a 2 count. Actually, not even taking a breath for a second. Look at this innovative submission hold.
This is a book from TJP. This is from TJP's book.
Almost bitten by his own hand there, and it was Quest taking advantage of that situation. You know, when you have so much offensive weaponry, do you find it difficult sometimes to pare down the playlist to really focus on what you need to do to be successful?
Well, you can if you don't come prepared. You have to learn your opponent. You have to know who you're facing. And you have to find the best strategy, the best moves to use. And now TJ blocks on he goes for a sharpshooter and changes into cranking the neck.
Yeah, the Muda lock there. ACH knocking Regal down off the apron. So that'll provide some cover for TJP as he's vulnerable in this hold, but it allows him to continue to pour the pressure on Adrian Quest, who needs to find an escape. He's almost turning his head in a cravat.
I mean, I would have to wonder why the ref is not taking ACH back to his corner. You only have so many seconds to be able to do that. Oh, God, if that doesn't rip all his tendons off his shoulders.
Every time I see TJP do that move, my God. And now the tag to ACH.
You can't count out Adrian Quest. You know, he grew up in a rough neighborhood from a very young age, got into lots of fights in the hood somewhere in Southern California. He's a tough kid.
Yeah, and it's that toughness, cover two, that brings about a lot of heart and a lot of determination. It seems like every time I see Adrian Quest wrestle, he's fighting like it's his last match.
I gotta say that I see a little bit of Eddie Guerrero in Adrian Quest.
And again, some of the best wrestling stories have been written by athletes who have grown up in a rough neighborhood or didn't have much as a kid. I don't think TJP grew up with a whole lot, and I know he's taken that opportunity to travel the world and be able to experience so much.
TJP is the definition of a student of the game. Truly, he's been everywhere, picked up weapons here and there, and he's able to Just catch you from any position.
Both of your roots go back to the original LA dojo.
5
Oh,
minutes.
great times.
And that wasn't exactly the easiest environment, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, it really weeds out the ones that have passion for this and the ones that don't. That's what's cool about the New Japan Dojo, the old and the new.
Trying to make the tag, but instead TJP slings himself across, knocks down Logan Regal. And while Quest is there to make a tag, there was no partner, courtesy of TJP.
Wow, Adrian Quest is able to turn that around into her Karana.
And now the tag to Logan Regal and a tag to ACH.
Logan Regal out, the fresh and intense clearinghouse. Big European uppercut in the corner to both men.
Swing and a miss from ACH.
Beautiful neck breaker.
Caught him there. Regal has eyes on TJP as he comes down the line. Oh!
Wow.
On the edge of the ring. And Regal bouncing TJP. Now, Regal, a one-man wrecking crew here, cleaning house on both the veterans.
Flips over the back of ACH. Crucifix spin, 1.
Almost had it. Watch the DDT. No, ACH able to shove him off.
Beautiful snap drop kick to the head of Logan Regal. TJP using his experience.
Looks like now it could be a 2-on-1 opportunity here against Logan Regal.
Logan Regal holds on to the
Wait a minute. There was a blind touch there, a tag.
Crossbody onto both men. Incredible.
And why not continue the 2-on-1 effort?
Big chop by ACH. Logan Regal comes in, goes for it. Big DDT. Double team. Great tag team work. Shooting star press.
Right into a pinning predicament, which ACH is able to get out of at
Close
2.
call.
Come on, Adrian, right here. Stay on.
How will this opening match turn out? It's a back and forth battle. DDT puts Adrian Quest down. ACH needing to make a tag. Of course, as we told you, our main event, KENTA will defend the rights holder certificate to the future IWGP US Heavyweight Championship match against Jeff Cobb. And we'll also see the Gorillas of Destiny in tag team action. But here, can TJP put him away? The detonation kick, no.
European uppercut in the corner. Goes high risk.
Uh-oh, high risk, high reward, no reward there. Instead, victimized. And now in their own corner, TJP pulling Quest up. Regal's down on the floor.
Oh my goodness. Stomps his face onto the mat. This has got to do it.
Leg hook, 2, and no! Wow, you could see how close Sparky Ballard's right hand was coming down to hit that mat for the 3, but Quest was able to kick out.
Incredible show and heart by Adrian Quest. This is a big test for Adrian Quest and Logan Regal, facing off against these experienced ACH and TJP.
TJP completely wiped out Regal on the floor. Quest, the roll-up, 2.
Beautiful spinning kick. Knocks ACH silly. He's going to go for it again. Will he be able to? And go! And ACH puts his feet up.
Oh, brainbuster. Brainbuster there, the leg hook 2, and
Oh, my
come
goodness.
on! ACH wasting no time, though, going to the top. Here we go.
Beautiful frog splash.
That should do it, and it does.
Incredible heart by Adrian Quest, but
Time.
just not enough
9 minutes and 23
to overcome the
Here
experience
are your winners,
of
the
ACH
team
and TJP.
of TJP and ACH.
The intensity of ACH and focus that he brings to New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Over the years, we've seen ACH overcome a series of challenges, no doubt about it. And he is looking for
Once
big
again,
things
your
here
winners, the team of
on New
ACH
Japan Strong.
and TJP.
I'll tell you what, if the decision is made by these two to put together a full-time team, they could really be something.
I agree with you. I agree with you. They really complement each other.
Tag team action kicking off the broadcast. Kenta versus Jeff Cobb in our main event.
第2試合20分一本勝負を行います。
So not too long ago on social media, Rocky Romero kind of went out on a limb and said that he sees big things with Danny Limelight, and even opined about perhaps, you know, mentoring him, kind of taking Limelight under his wing. Now, they're going to meet one-on-one here. Do you think there's a lot of pressure on Limelight?
Yes, absolutely. Danny Limelight has the opportunity to face off against, honestly, forget about the fact that he's my partner. He's one of the most decorated wrestlers that stepped through the ring. I mean, such a rich career that Rocky has had. Will this be the passing of the torch?
Ooh. You got a little insight?
Well, I mean, I see big things in Daniel Limelight myself.
Interesting.
I may just sing the Russian anthem if he wins.
Oh my goodness.
Oh God, I can't help but move to this track.
One of the many great tracks on the Sneaky Style album that's available however you download your music. Spotify, Google, iTunes. Might even have it at Sam Goody. I'm not sure. But Rocky Romero, the hitmaker, let's see what he can do.
Rocky Romero!
It's incredible the career that this man has had. He was obviously an influence in my career. How you doing, buddy? I'm pulling for Daniel Limelight.
What? As soon as he turns his back, you say you're for Danny Limelight.
I mean, at some point, you have to give the newer generation an opportunity to shine, and I think it's Danny Limelight's time. Will he be able to?
Exactly. Will he be able to? That is the question. In some respects, they're almost mirror images when you look at size and style and attitude, what they bring to the ring.
Absolutely. That's why I think Rocky was able to see something in him. I mean, you know, Daniel Limelight has so much heart, so much determination. He brings that Marine attitude with him to the ring.
That was a drill sergeant, Marine Corps, and Rocky, of course, who began his pro wrestling journey as a teenager and has traveled the world. Was the LA dojo the first place that you met Rocky?
Yes. That he invited me over to the dojo to train. I started with Jesse Hernandez. Rocky saw something in me, invited me over, and the rest is history. You can see Rocky showboating, signature, azúcar.
All right, so let's see if Limelight has a different tact he will take here. Romero, of course, there isn't one discipline of wrestling that Rocky doesn't have a good hold of, whether it's high flying or mat wrestling, submissions. He seems to know a little bit or a whole lot of everything.
He's a very well-rounded competitor. Hard elbow.
Wow,
Hard kick
okay.
Daniel Limelight.
That,
like, oh, well, that pissed Rocky off. You saw the force with which he hit that spinning heel kick. Huge chop.
so Rocky stops Limelight, at least for the moment. Now leapfrog from Limelight.
Backflips over.
Oh, and Rocky's even impressed.
Rocky's impressed. Oh, and a drop kick takes Rocky out. Rocky being I want to say the grizzly veteran, rolls out of the ring.
Watch out.
Oh, my God. Have you seen anything like that before? Oh. That is amazing.
Soaring right over the top rope, down on top.
You can see that Limelight has been ready. He's prepared for this. He certainly took flight. That looked like a Delta flight. Nice and comfortable.
Yes.
Maybe
and
not so much for Rocky.
And Rocky rolling away, but not far enough away. And Limelight traps him and puts the shoulders down. Jeremy Marcus, the official for this contest, of course. We'll see Tongaloa, Tamatonga, the Girls of Destiny tag team action to come against PJ Black, David Finley. The main event is the, as what has been termed the briefcase match, the rights holder certificate for the future IWGP US Heavyweight Championship match between New Japan Cup USA Tournament winner Kenta and Jeff Cobb. That will be a big-time main event as Rocky backs Limelight up with a chop into the chest and now follows with a knee to the midsection. Romero starting to move, the full body slam.
I can see Rocky is a little bit upset. Now that right there is technique. That is a kick that'll send chills down your spine.
Also a little bit of a receipt for the one he received earlier on.
Rocky's known to give receipts. Of course, Daniel Limelight is able to return with his own kicks. Toying with Rocky Romero. I don't know if that's such a good idea.
I don't know. Limelight was playing with a little bit of house money and came up short.
Oh, you know what? I'll be honest with you. I don't
Wait
think.
a minute. Here's a cover. Just a 1.
I don't think you want to piss Rocky off. Rocky performs under pressure. You don't want Rocky angry.
Rocky's the 8-time former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champion. Twice with my broadcast partner Alex Kozlov in Forever Hooligans. And now,
beautiful. Gory special. He could. This stretches every limb you have on you. You cannot breathe. Incredible that Limelight was able to get off of him, but Rocky quickly puts the boot to Limelight. Huge elbow.
Rocky's told me his one major goal in his pro wrestling career is to win the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship as himself. He held it once as Black Tiger.
Right.
But he wants Rocky Romero's name forever etched on that belt. As now Limelight has a Dragon Sleeper. And Rocky's trying to find a way out and instead gets taken up and down.
Incredible of Limelight to be able to catch that knee that Rocky was using as a weapon to get out of that hold, turn that into a suplex. He's looking good, but right now there's no time for toying around. Keep Rocky grounded. Rocky is a dangerous man if you let him go.
So Limelight, after serving his country in the U.S. Marine Corps as a drill sergeant, decided to make the transition into professional wrestling. And gets stopped coming in with the uppercut.
Huge slap to the face of Daniel Limelight. Is he going to go for his signature forever? Clotheslines. God, I feel like I should just get in there and get one in me. Thank you for that. Oh, my God.
Wave it to the girls as always. Uh-oh, wait a minute.
Oh, my God. Well, you can see that Limelight's been prepared for this.
Limelight off the ropes.
Oh, and gets caught with a lariat, spinning Limelight upside down.
Well, once a hooligan, forever a hooligan, and Rocky Romero is able to put Danny Limelight down.
I'm torn, Kevin. I got to say I'm torn. I think the future lies with Daniel Limelight, but I just have the heart for Rocky Romero. I just don't know which way to go.
Well, it certainly, at the very least, is going to be a great learning tool for Limelight. If he's able to win, it would be a monumental upset. It certainly would set him up for great immediate success. And look at this. Going to use the strong zero finisher.
Connect.
And a drop kick, and in the center of the ring, 2 and no! Limelight kicked out. That is an upset in and of itself. I can't believe Romero didn't put him away there.
Absolutely. Rocky is surprised. He's going to have to pull out some moves out of his arsenal right now. And he's got lots. Going to his bread and butter. Going for the shooting eye. Will he be able to? No. Limelight turns him over onto his feet. Oh, knocks the spit out of him.
And now Limelight, here we go. Fisherman, suplex, traps both legs, 2.
Wow. can see the damage on the shoulder of Limelight from the kicks of Rocky. Hard kicks he took.
Limelight's future is lying at his feet right now. He knows that his path is victory over Rocky Romero. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Goes for that DDT. Rocky is able to counter and works on some more on that shoulder.
Watch Rocky gonna fly over the top.
Oh, that's it.
Leg hook, 2, and Limelight kicks out.
Incredible.
Danny was trying to pick up the referee to see whether he was kicking out 1 or 2 and praying that it wasn't 3, but now, here we go.
Oh, of course he goes for the armbar. He's been working that shoulder.
Yes, indeed.
Damian Limelight's holding on to his arm.
That butcher's grip keeping the hands locked, and
Oh,
finally
and
they
he's
break
able-
it. He has to tap. You
Oh.
could see as that arm began to hyperextend, whether it was going to be the elbow or the shoulder, something was going to go.
Yeah.
Limelight had to tap.
Wow, what an incredible matchup. I think that even though Rocky Romero won, surely he gained the respect. Surely he has the respect for Daniel Limelight. What do you think?
I would have to agree with you. And if I'm Danny Limelight, I'm sure my initial instinct would be disappointment.
Of course.
But when you look back at what you were able to accomplish in this match, first earning Romero's praise and adulation coming in, and the way he was able to hang with one of the all-time greats, man, I'll tell you what, there's no shame for Danny Limelight here in the result.
All that is required is to just give everything you have, all of your heart, all of your passion, everything you have. You can see Rocky.
You see something in him. You're going to keep watching, okay. So Rocky Romero gets the win, and we'll follow this story to see how it unfolds. Danny Limelight coming close, but coming up short against Azucar. Rocky Romero. Tag team action next, plus KENTA, Jeff Cobb. Don't go anywhere. New Japan Strong continues.
We will now take a short break to clean and disinfect the ring.
What'd you up to?
Oh, I'm checking out new merch on Token Shop Global.
Oh yeah, they put out new products like every month. I just got a t-shirt.
I got a beautiful towel.
I just got boxers.
Oh yeah? I'm wearing them right now.
I just ordered a mask. Good, the sooner the better, because I don't want to see your ugly face. I love Token Shop Global.
I as well.
The stars of today and the legends of the past come together on your smartphone. NJPW Collection. Pick up cards from special draft events. Use your collected cards to form your own faction or exchange them for limited edition special cards. Check in live from venues or remotely from home to get special tickets and items. Add all of New Japan Pro Wrestling to your collection now. NJPW Collection.
Right now, let's take you to an important announcement about what's to come here on New Japan Strong.
New Japan Strong にライオンズブレイククラウンが来週から開始。
Wow, how about that, Alex? Lions break crown. It all begins next week.
I can't wait. I mean, you literally see the future unfold in front of you.
Each tour, each match along the way, right here on New Japan Strong. Tag team action is next.
セミメインイベント30分一本勝負を行います。
One of the most dominant tag team heavyweight champions of New Japan Pro Wrestling. These guys are unstoppable.
former 6-time IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions.
青コーナーバレットクラブゲリラズ・オブ・デスティニーザ・シルバーバックタンガロアザ・グッド・バッド・ガイタマトンガ
And while their pause in their quest to win back the heavyweight tag team titles for a 7th time, they're going to make the most of this opportunity.
Well, I think I know what they're going to do tonight. Tonight they're going to show the world why they were the most dominant tag team.
Well, they certainly, on paper, you would say, have an opportunity because David Finlay and PJ Black are not a normal team, but a little nugget. I've got a little factoid that might surprise everybody about the bond and the history that exists between PJ Black and David Finlay.
Curious.
And if you win, you get happy beers. Now, if you lose, you get sad beers. But happy beers are always better than sad beers, right, Alex?
Honestly, a beer's a beer.
That's true. Well, are you celebrating or are you drowning your sorrows?
ROH
Exactly.
185センチ97キロザ・デアウルフ PJ ブラック182センチ95キロデビッド・フィンレイ
Of course, David Finlay. He and Juice Robinson took the tag team titles from the Gorillas of Destiny at Wrestle Kingdom. But the Gorillas won them back in February in controversial fashion in Finlay's hometown of Atlanta, Georgia. So Finlay obviously looking to get some revenge for that. Got a small measure of it during the New Japan Cup USA tournament with a win over Tama Tonga. But putting things together here with PJ Black. So how are these two linked together, PJ Black and David Finlay? I know you're asking yourself.
Yeah, I want to know what's the nugget.
Well, I'll tell you this. When I mentioned David Finlay, he went on a bit of a sabbatical. Traveling the world before he started his pro wrestling journey.
Okay.
He went to South Africa as part of that. And it was really just to find his way to really make sure that pro wrestling would be for him. His family wanted him to do something else if wrestling wasn't in his heart. And it was during that year while he traveled the world that he really found that wrestling is what spoke to him. One of the stops on that tour was South Africa in Cape Town. And who do you think David Finlay ran into and was able to get opportunity to wrestle professionally while in Cape Town, South Africa? None other than PJ Black.
Okay, how long ago was that?
That was 7 years ago, probably.
Okay, so that was some time ago. While these men have history, have they had a chance to wrestle?
Oh, no.
So
No. But there's a bond. It's not like they're complete strangers, but they are no equal to the Gorillas of Destiny.
That's what I'm thinking.
I know.
But you cannot discount the innovative style of PJ Black and the toughness of David Finlay. You cannot discount. Anything can happen.
And Tama Tonga downstairs and then up, pounding away on PJ Black, bringing up the left arm. Yes, indeed. The Sons of Haku, the former 6-time IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. And PJ Black, that innovative style he has, takes Tama over with the arm drag. And the Gorillas are going to regroup out here on the floor.
That is incredible, the ability that PJ Black has. You know, he was, in an arm lock. He was able to backflip over and arm drag Tama Tonga to the outside. Of course, the Gorillas of Destiny are regrouping right now. A lot of smack talking.
All right, so David Finlay will take the invite from Tama to tag in. And now we'll see. Boy, didn't get any bigger a stage than Wrestle Kingdom. You know what it's like competing there. And for Finlay and Juice Robinson to get the win over the Gorillas and become champions, man, there's no better feeling in the world.
No better feeling and such a huge accomplishment. Unfortunately, they dropped it back to the Gorillas of Destiny. So that has to be in the memory banks of Finlay.
Oh, absolutely.
Will that drag him down?
Finlay had his whole family there, many of his friends in attendance in Atlanta. And it wound up being a bittersweet night as the Gorillas, well, they did use one of the title belts as a weapon, which propelled them to the victory. But as you're wont to say, a win is a win is a win. I know your philosophy. Handful of hair. Tama's got Finley on the ropes.
He's arguing with the ref about but he has to. The
wait a minute. Tangaloa's got the hair now. And the referee coming over, holding off PJ Black, who is alerting the referee of Tangaloa's interference, and that opens the door for Tama.
This is what makes the Gorillas of Destiny so good, being able to distract the referee and utilize all these skills.
Whoa, drop kick! That's how you do it.
I can almost see the anger and the frustration from old scores.
And now PJ Black. Ooh, double stomping his way through that left arm and looking for it, finding it, tie him up, another touch and another opportunity for Finley to go to work.
Beautiful tag team work, I gotta say. They're really working well together as a team.
Side headlock takeover by David Finley. Fourth generation of fighting Finleys. His great-great-grandfather was a professional fighter. They fought in the building of the Titanic during their lunch break for Guinness. Wow. Can you imagine? No wonder the boat sank.
God.
Side headlock off the ropes. Oh, wait a minute. Misdirection play by Tama. There was a tag. There was a tag. Finley's eyes are on Tama Tonga, but he should have been paying attention to the legal man. Perfect distraction play there by the Gorillas of Destiny.
They are the masters of misdirection and distraction.
All right, so now Tangaloa going out to the floor. I thought maybe for a second he was going to take the attention of the referee to allow Tama to do some work.
You can see they're constantly using the ref to take his attention away and capitalize and use the ring and slams him hard on the floor on the outside.
3, 4.
Putting words into Finley's mouth there is Tangaloa.
5.
PJ Black doing the smart thing. Staying there in the corner in case Finley's able to come in and get the tag.
7. 5 minutes have elapsed. 5 minutes.
Gorillas of Destiny must be very confident right now. They have Finley where they want him, isolated in the middle of that ring.
Now going to take him up for a suplex. The strength of Tangaloa with ease. Can you imagine holding a 225-pound man above your head for what must seem like an eternity?
I mean, the blood is rushing down to Finley's head. It does not make for a comfortable experience.
And a rough landing, hooking that outside leg and a kick out at 2. You could see how being upside down for that long is disorienting David Finley, and another tag between the Gorillas. Downstairs, then up.
Jumping neck breaker by Tama Tonga.
2 and a kick out. So obviously we saw the younger brother, the baby brother, Hikuleo.
If you can call him a baby.
Yeah, last week against Brody King. And the Sons of Haku unified here on New Japan Strong. PJ Black has had enough.
PJ needs to keep his emotions in check because the Gorillas of Destiny are masters of getting into the heads of their opponents. Fit Finley showing his heart, trying to get into his corner to tag out.
So David unable to get over and get clear of Tama. And now
Snapmare.
Yep, Snapmare, going to pull him in, keep him there. Rear chin lock, grind him out.
I can see the Gorillas of Destiny are really enjoying this.
You talked about Tama's Island. That doesn't sound like a fun place to be.
Well, it depends on what side you are on.
Well, Finley's in the wrong part of town, no doubt. And here we go, back suplex. No, Finley lands on his feet.
If he can only get to his corner, he's able to fight him off with an elbow and then a European uppercut from the corner. Right now is the perfect opportunity for him to get to his corner.
Well, both men are down, but he's free of the gorillas.
And he's able to make the tag.
The tag to PJ Black at long last. Tag to Tongaloa as well.
Wow. The agility of PJ Black with a spinning heel kick, spinning punch to the hard head of Tongaloa.
Black charges, crashes into him, but now look to float up to the top, crossbody. Yes, indeed, there it is. Leg hook 2. And what a feather in the cap it would be for PJ Black and David Finlay if they could get a tag team win over the former 6-time champs.
Beautiful top rope moonsault.
Beautiful 2. Tongaloa kicks out. There's an answer for Tama Tonga. Long memory on PJ Black, and now Tongaloa is down. Alex.
Is he going for the placebo effect? Oh my God. Tama Tonga able to capitalize.
Crashing down right on top of the turnbuckle, right in front of us.
Well, that is completely eliminating. That's completely eliminating PJ Black in his tracks.
Wait a minute now. Before the superplex, Tama's not the legal man. Finley's coming in. Hang on. Power bomb.
Tama fights out.
Tonga twist. No. Wait a minute.
Oh,
guerrilla warfare there. That takes care of David Finlay. But PJ Black gonna take advantage. Ooh, what a drop kick. That wipes out Tama, the legal man. Tongaloa. Uh-oh.
Tongaloa able to catch him onto his shoulders.
Oh, no.
Is this? Oh, and it hits him with the Samoan drop.
And immediately he will transition. I don't know if I can say the name of this finishing move. Ancient! Cover 2. Got him!
Wow. That was some exciting action. Of course, Gorillas of Destiny showing why they are one of the most dominant tag teams in the world.
Destiny.
Keep them caged up for as long as they were. You knew they were going to bring the fight when they got back together. If there's another team out there competing in New Japan Pro Wrestling who wants a piece of the Gorillas, you can come find them right here on New Japan Strong.
You are looking at the best tag team in the world.
It all began with New Japan Cup 2020 in Japan. A tournament dominated by evil, who executed a heinous act of betrayal. Bullet Club grew even more evil. The IWGP Heavyweight and IWGP Intercontinental titles fell into the darkness world. A dark double champion arose in this new, more evil Bullet Club. The shockwaves born in Japan reached across the sea to the USA. One man ensured that Bullet Club dominated both nations' tournaments. KENTA secured the IWGP US Heavyweight Championship match contract.
見たかおい、俺言ったよな。今年は俺の年だって。なあ。
A man takes action. A raging Jeff Cobb.
To make a name for myself in New Japan.
Even during these difficult circumstances, he wouldn't stop fighting for his dreams. Fool me once, KENTA. Time to put up or shut up. Reach for the IWGP US Heavyweight Championship.
I make the best fight club ever.
Bullet Club is set to take over the world. Following an evil surge, will KENTA steal America's treasure? What fate awaits the contract?
お待たせしました。本日のメインマッチ IWGP US ヘビー級挑戦権利勝負60分一本勝負を行います。
It's the final match on the Fighting Spirit Unleashed Tour. And this is a main event. And the old saying goes, Alex Kozlov is a main event that would sell out anywhere in the world.
Are you kidding me? I know that we're living in the Corona age, but it certainly doesn't feel like it with a treat such as this.
Jeff Cobb was eliminated from the New Japan Cup USA tournament in the semifinal round. Controversial decision. He had a visual pinfall over KENTA. The referee had been knocked down. And then KENTA with a low blow, leading to the victory. Jeff Cobb was the first to challenge KENTA moments after he had won the New Japan Cup and claiming the rights holder certificate for a future U.S. heavyweight title shot. New Japan matchmakers have signed this one, and Jeff Cobb facing KENTA here in our main event.
Our corner challenger, 178センチ、119キロ、Jeff Cobb!
Jeff dealing with a little bit of a knee issue he suffered in training getting ready for this match. And I would imagine, Alex, when you see your opponent with some tape on a certain body part, be it a leg or an arm, you as a wrestler, what do you do?
Man, I gotta say, this is not looking good for Jeff Cobb.
No, you immediately go after it.
Absolutely.
You target it.
And with a lethal kick assassin that is KENTA, you're not in a good position.
Well, certainly KENTA has made a reputation through his entire career. When he smells blood in the water, he capitalizes. But KENTA realizes the value of that briefcase because inside is the rights holder certificate, a future title match against the IWGP US Heavyweight Champion. And KENTA was not shy about calling out Jon Moxley. Soon after he won, I want Jon Moxley, where is he? And that is when Jeff Cobb came out looking for a little payback. So before KENTA gets his US title shot, he's going to have to defend this. And who knows, there might be others that could challenge as well. A tradition that we know from the G.O.D, here brought to New Japan Strong.
赤コーナー IWGP ユースヘビー級挑戦権利書保持者バレットフラグ174センチ85キロ KENTA!
Kevin, I gotta say, I'm nervous before this match begins. You know that KENTA is willing to do anything to get the W. Is Jeff Cobb willing to do whatever it takes?
That's a great point. If there is one knock on Jeff Cobb, it's that sometimes he's too nice. He is he's a wonderful guy outside of the ring, and he is tremendously strong inside of the ring. It takes a lot to push him. We saw that on Lions Break Collision with Carl Fredericks. Carl Fredericks seemed to bring out some of that tiger inside of Jeff Cobb. If he doesn't have that same attitude and then some against KENTA, especially coming in less than 100%, it's going to be a tough road for him to walk.
Kevin, are you saying that KENTA is not a sweetheart?
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that Jeff Cobb sometimes is too nice. And immediately KENTA rolling out of the ring. And he is going to make Jeff, I would imagine, two things. One, make Jeff Cobb sit and think about it, get him frustrated. The other thing, bait him, get him to come outside.
Well, KENTA is definitely the master baiter.
That's one way of saying it, yes. I know English is your second language.
It is. It is the second of three.
So KENTA taking his time here and immediately going from one corner in to the other corner out. And Jeff Cobb is visually frustrated right now. Visual, of course, the pinfall that Jeff had over KENTA for at least a 4 or 5 count, Alex. No referee there, though, to count it.
Absolutely. I mean, visual almost, the word visual almost takes away from the fact that he legitimately had KENTA pinned. So you know that he can do it. You know that he has the moves, the power to be able to take KENTA down. Will he be able to overcome the odds?
You think about KENTA and his history in Pro Wrestling Noah, taking on much bigger men than he, a situation that he's dealing with here with Cobb.
KENTA obviously has faced some of the greatest competition in the world. He is such a veteran of the game. And the new demon that is Kenta, reinventing himself, resorting to all kinds of tactics to stay on top.
And now Jeff is even, see, this is a little shot too. Sometimes you sit on the second, you push up the third, but it's really like a little shot across the bow to step on the first and pull up the second.
Absolutely. I like the little mind games that Jeff is playing with Kenta. You have to play by the same rules if you're gonna even compete with a guy like Kenta.
Fighting Spirit Unleashed Tour wrapping up here. The road to Lions Break Crown begins next week right here on New Japan Strong, and we'll tell you more about that tour and what will be on the line coming up next week. But we're going to settle things here, and we'll find out who will be in the driver's seat for the U.S. title.
Kenta wasting no time, right away kicking the injured leg of Cobb.
And again, when you train the way Cobb does, you push a lot of weights, you do a lot of deadlifts, you do, you're pushing 500-600 pounds all the time. A slight injury to a leg that size can really be a big thing.
Absolutely. I mean, they can take 30 to 50% off of what you're able to unleash.
And I know you dealt with a torn hamstring in New Japan competition. So that was, and yet you had to go in the ring and compete in a championship match. You had to find a way to gut it out and power through.
You know, and honestly, we lost.
But that was because of Rocky.
Of course.
All right, so Jeff is really trying to find some solid ground, and Kenta he knows absolutely the body part that he is going to go after, that being the left leg of Jeff Cobb.
Cobb holding on to the leg a little bit. You can see that it's already.
Now this is where Cobb can get the advantage. He needed to wrangle a hold of Kenta. If he's within arm's reach, Kenta can be had. We saw that.
That is a very good point. What do you do if you're Jeff Cobb and you have an injured trunk? You have to stay close.
Hey, Jeff.
You have to stay closer than the range of Kenta's kicks.
And mocking Jeff there, and now again a waist lock. Kenta doing all he can to free himself. And in the eyes. Now off the ropes. Kenta ducking the clothesline.
And a forearm to the chest of Kenta. You made a really good point. What do you do if you're Jeff Cobb and you're facing off a guy like Kenta? You stay close. You stay close so that Kenta is not able to kick. Big headbutt by Jeff Cobb.
Cobb, of course, an Olympic wrestler, represented Guam, was the flag carrier as they walked in the stadium for the opening ceremonies. It was a tremendous honor to be asked to lead the Guam team into the stadium, and earning that right because of his performance all the way through the Olympic trials and qualifying for the Olympic team.
An impressive feat, and obviously there's no question that Cobb has heart. Will heart be enough to defeat the demon of Japan that is Kenta?
And Cobb has just recently, over the last couple of months, finally gotten a complete all clear from the medical staff. He had been dealing with a shoulder issue for quite a long time. It was a troubling situation that just couldn't get 100%, but he was finally able to get free and clear. And now this injury is flared up here at the last moment, and there we go.
Huge belly to back suplex by Cobb. Epic maneuver.
Yeah, that was a game changer right there. And so the momentum of this all-important right certificate holder match has changed. Kenta defending that against Jeff Cobb.
I mean, Kevin, the stakes can't be any higher for Jeff Cobb. If he is not able to pull out the win right now, will he get another opportunity?
I would imagine Kenta will stay miles away from Jeff Cobb and would have legal standing oh man. Again, if he can defeat Cobb, if he can get past him, then I would imagine that Kenta will have a much clearer picture about his U.S. title hopes in the future as he's just punching straight into that knee capsule.
Capitalizing on the injured knee of Jeff Cobb. Kenta showing and using his experience.
So Cobb is in a great deal of pain, and Kenta now, who had felt the one belly-to-belly suplex, but has avoided disaster otherwise.
Will Cobb be able to execute his power moves with an injured leg?
And you know, with Kenta working on that leg, it's only going to get worse from here. We see it so frequently in New Japan Pro Wrestling with Hiroshi Tanahashi. Tana dealing with chronic knee issues. And of course, every opponent is going after his knees. And while the medical staff and physical therapy does all they can to get it as good as it possibly can be, he starts off okay, but then as the match wears on, his opponent's working on those knees, he starts to lose some of that power and has to find other ways to win. That could be the key. Can Cobb find another way to win outside of a power move, but he barely stand? And a drop toe hold. Even in a situation like that, an elementary basic move like a drop toe hold, Alex, can be agonizing.
I mean, that was so impressive how Kenta took a forearm to the face, falling backwards, but at the same time being aware enough, close enough to drop toe hold Cobb back to the mat, and he's still in control.
While making sure, oh, and that just stretching the knee. And we're not sure of the issue with Jeff, again, saying all is fine, all is well, in with the training staff, having them tape everything up as tight as possible. But obviously, the damage that Kenta is doing.
Jeff barely able to get up, limping on one leg.
And the back heel trip, and now the leg lock here. In its purest form, this hold could be a submission. But the situation that Cobb is in, it is definitely a submission.
Absolutely. What Cobb needs to take a look at is his surroundings. Can he get to the rope? Because the torque and the force and the pressure with which Kenta is applying this leg lock.
And of course, as all officials are instructed beforehand, if you feel the wrestler cannot continue and he refuses to submit but can't defend himself, the referee does have the right to stop the match.
Very true, very true. Cobb needs to obviously stay alive, and great ring awareness, able to get to the rope. Kenta, of course, milking it, holding on to it as long as he can. He's got I mean, the ref better count it. He better count it.
Cobb is like having to chew on his wrist just to try to not scream from the pain.
A true reflection of the pain that he is in when you have to bite on your wrist.
And dragging Cobb now, draping that leg on the bottom rope, crashing down into the knee.
Kenta using the ring and the ropes as a weapon, as if he's not enough weapon.
So Jeff Cobb he was a one-legged fighter a little while ago. Now I don't even know if he's going to be able to stand as Kenta just stomps away. And Cobb, you've got to credit him for the heart that he's displaying as he has found a way back to his feet, basically daring Kenta to fire it. It seems as if the pain is beginning to fire Jeff up, swing and a miss. And now, DDT, just a second clothesline. All he could do, just stick out that massive right arm, Alex, and knock him down.
Incredible power by Cobb on one leg. You can see the heart and the passion of Cobb.
That's how hard you hit. You could see how Kenta collapsed to the mat and the effort that he's having to put forth to try to get back. Cobb is on his feet first, which is a minor miracle if you think about it, as he begins to come forward. Obviously hobbled. I don't know if he's going to be able to execute Tour of the Islands or any of his big power moves. Can he find that next way to win?
This is so good. This is so good. He was able to buy himself a little bit of time to recover from all the damage that Kenta put on him, and now just clubbing away at Kenta. Kenta completely on his back. If he can only just pull him back towards the middle of the ring and cover him.
Yeah, it might be, again, he exerted so much energy and feeling so much pain now, trying to put Kenta down. He's inviting Kenta to get back up. And Kenta is in a bad way. Jeff Cobb, though, on one leg, charges forward, tries to.
Not able to get the momentum that he was looking for.
Cobb's mindset is still, my leg is fine, and I need to execute my moves. I got to stay on game plan. But that game plan's got to go out the window, Alex.
Sometimes the body is not in tune with the mind. Of course, Kenta drop kicks him right to the knee.
And Cobb again, who tried in vain to deliver a clothesline in the corner. And those lethal kicks like you talked about, surgical precision, each one targeting the body part that he chooses to go after.
Kenta's so good at using the ring
now
as a weapon.
looking to drape Cobb. Green killer.
Plants him in the middle, right on the mat.
Not choosing to go for a cover, but instead creating some distance only to look to close in, perhaps thinking for that stalling drop kick in the corner as Cobb is just beginning to get back to his feet. Here comes Kenta.
Huge kick to the head of Cobb, takes him down, goes with a flying drop kick in the corner.
That puts Jeff Cobb down.
You can tell that Kenta enjoys beating the crap out of his opponents.
And again, this is Kenta's time because he believes as he's on the top rope, the double stomp, Cobb rolls inward and now gets caught pop up.
Barely able to pick him up on his shoulders and able to slam him down with a...
Yeah, that fall away slam, that Samoan drop, and he was able to connect. Just all he could do just to grab a leg to get...
You can tell he wasn't able to fully roll him up for that pin. Barely able to move his own body.
Winning the New Japan Cup USA tournament and claiming the rights holder certificate, equally important for Kenta as we take a look at the briefcase that's in Kenta's possession currently. Will Jeff Cobb take it from him here? Kenta feeling that his time and this opportunity to further his reputation, to remind the world of the prominence and dominance of Kenta, now going to try Tour of the Islands. Can he get it? Here we go. And the referee grabbed by Kenta as Cobb had him on his shoulders, clubs him with a forearm. But Kenta using the referee as leverage to prevent Cobb from finishing things with Tour of the Islands. And Cobb sending the same message back towards Kenta. And again, the referee pulled in. This time Cobb couldn't stop himself and crashes directly into the referee.
Are we gonna see what we've already seen? The referee is down. Is he gonna kick him in the yaitza again?
Yeah, and now instead a DDT. So Cobb gets put down with the DDT, and Kenta looking for something, realizing that the referee is down. Cobb crashed into the referee hard. He couldn't stop his forward momentum because of that bad leg, and now Kenta is going underneath the ring and is, come on. They have spare chair underneath the ring for the timekeeper, and obviously Kenta aware of that, now bringing that in.
Kenta plus a chair, is that really what you want to be up against?
Well, this will be it for sure. Once he hits Jeff Cobb with this chair, it'll be all over.
Oh,
swing!
And he's able to duck out of the way.
And drives Kenta into the turnbuckle, more importantly avoiding the collision with the steel chair. And now hoisting him up. Here we go, Tour.
Incredible how he was able to pick him up.
Spin cycle there, Cobb down again.
Cover him.
Here we go, the leg is hooked. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, no referee. Got crashed into earlier by Cobb. Second time he's had a pin on Kenta.
What bad luck for Jeff Cobb. Second time that he's able to pin Kenta. And again, the referee is down. Do we have another ref that we can send?
I would imagine that the call is going to have to go out for another referee, but I think Jeff is just going to have to take matters into his own hands until then. And now, oh, there it is. The referee didn't see it, but you all could see it at home. The low blow, and now up on the shoulders. Here we go to sleep, no.
Jeff able to slip out, picks him up.
Here we go, Tour of the Islands.
He hits him.
Tour of the Islands, oh, but too much pain for Jeff Cobb. He can't capitalize, he can't cover. The knee finally gave way. It was all he could do to hit Tour of the Islands.
Incredible that he was able to pick him up and hit him with the move.
All right, so now Cobb is rolling over. He's rolling on top. Referee, he's there. Ref, if you can hear me. Ref, come on. Leg is hooked. 4, 5. Wait a second. Chase Owens is down here. 2, and Chase Owens pulled the referee out.
Jesus Christ.
Now Chase coming in. There's no referee. There wasn't a referee. He was about to count 3. Jeff Cobb should be the winner if it wasn't for goddamn Chase Owens.
Goddamn Chase Owens putting the punches on Jeff Cobb.
Now KENTA telling him, where's he go? Let's get the briefcase.
My God.
There's no referee. There's no stopping Bullet Club.
Send the referee down.
Send anybody down. He's wide open.
Cobb able to gut Chase Owens. Fights him off.
Down goes Chase. Wait a second.
He hits him with the briefcase on the back. Jesus Christ.
PK.
God. KENTA calling for the referee now while Cobb is...
Well, the referee's down. Jeremy Marcus is down. He's got to check on the first official, though. Jeremy Marcus has got to check on the first official.
In the meantime,
meanwhile, KENTA going in. He's got him up on the shoulders for the go to sleep. Go to sleep. Jeremy Marcus has no choice, though. He has to slide in. 2, damn it.
My God, this is a travesty. This is a travesty.
Time, 17 minutes and 57
A tragedy.
seconds. KENTA retains the IWGP.
All the work that Jeff Cobb has put in to get himself an opportunity against the Japanese assassin that is KENTA. Of course, Bullet Club doing what Bullet Club does best.
Cobb came in with a leg injury. KENTA worked over the leg the entire time. KENTA tried to introduce a chair. Cobb was able to overcome a low blow and still was on the doorstep of victory when Chase Owens came down, pulling the referee out, attacking Cobb, opening the door for KENTA to eventually smash him with the briefcase and then hit it go to sleep.
This is incredibly unfair. I mean, Kevin, how do you compete with this? How do you compete with the Bullet Club?
I'll tell you what, KENTA sent a message to Jon Moxley, the U.S. heavyweight champion, when he won the cup and won the future title shot. I guarantee you, Jon Moxley, you had better be aware. If you face KENTA, you're not just facing KENTA. You are facing all of Bullet Club. And it is virtually unstoppable here on New Japan Strong.
God, is it possible? Is it possible for Jeff to get another shot? Something a little bit more fair, even the odds.
You and I both know he definitely deserves one, but I've got a feeling KENTA will very quickly shut the door on that conversation. He'll say a win is a win is a win. I had my hand raised. I want Jon Moxley. But I'll tell you what, if Jeff Cobb could get the opportunity to face the winner of KENTA versus Moxley, I think that would be more than fair. And if it would indeed be KENTA who holds that title, no complaints here.
I believe the only way to beat this man is to have a no-holds-barred match. How else can you compete with them?
Well, you got to get Bullet Club out of the building. You've got to do something. They have to be barred from the building. Too much Bullet Club, too much KENTA, and he's your winner. That wraps up the Fighting Spirit Unleashed Tour, and KENTA is your winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at the next IWGP United States Heavyweight Champion, and his name is KENTA. You okay? Of course. Okay, yeah, easy. Yeah, easy. Yeah. See, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna be the next U.S. Heavyweight Champion. You need to remember. And that is just too sweet.
Well, certainly not the way you'd like to wrap up a fantastic tour like the Fighting Spirit Unleashed Tour has been, but the results are in, and KENTA is the winner of the main event. But we'll try to put that aside, and Alex, next week we begin the road to Lions Break Crown.
And the key word here is break. All these competitors have been looking in all of their careers for that break, and they have an opportunity, finally.
Well, the road for that begins next week right here on New Japan Strong. And for Alex Kozlov, I'm Kevin Kelly. We'll see you then.